Alchemist. Come out and play, yay. See you out there, Alchemists. See you on the West Coast, Newport. Let's see you try. See you in the high desert, sisters. Bend, I see you guys out there. See you on the East Coast, New Jersey, New York, Florida, and all my alchemists offshore. Good morning, good morning. Everybody welcome in, thanks for coming. Alright, it is Wednesday, October 12th, hump day. Alright, so let's take a look at what's going on. Let's jump over to some US markets, European markets right now, see what's cooking on this side of things, this side of the pond.
And thank you so much, and to Corinne in Hong Kong there. Coming up, LVMH sales soared despite those fears Enda's talking about of a global recession. We're going to break down the results and what it means for the
sector. Oh yeah, the recession talk is real, folks. This Fed may have gone too far. I don't think he's done yet. I think he's still coming hard. I don't think he cares what's going on in the rest of the world. I think he's trying to get this inflation under control, and I don't think he's going to stop until he sees some real results. I don't think he's getting what he wants just yet. Anyway, let's do a quick rundown, see what's going on in the markets. And today, there's a lot of news. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff to cover, so let's just jump right in. Okay. Quantify fastest feed for all your crypto prices. Bitcoin, 19.1. Hanging on by a thread. ETH, 12.92. We got BNB at 2.72. XRP, 48 cents. That 2 for $1 deal is on, folks. Cardano, 39. Looks like XRP's eating up some Cardano's market share. People are switching bags over. Cardano's a deal. It was actually my first crypto. I bought it for $1. Put about 300 bucks in. Didn't know anything about it. Next thing I knew, it was $3. So I sold it at $3 and I took profit. And that was my first experience in crypto. I had bought some Bitcoin. I was holding it on what's that exchange over there? Matt Damon's back in it. Crypto.com. That was the first exchange I used. I bought some Bitcoin, and then I explored the app a little, and I saw some Cardano. I said, $1? Okay, cool. I'll take 300 of them. Next thing I knew, it's 900 bucks. You know, so that was my first experience in crypto was with Cardano. So it's looking like a bargain to me at 39, and that is absolutely not financial advice. That is just me, suggesting it's looking pretty attractive. You got Dogecoin at 6 cents. Maybe Elon's going to buy Twitter and use Dogecoin as a tipping mechanism. That would make this price go. So, full disclosure, I hold a small bag of Doge. I'm not into the meme coin thing. You know, I'm more about utility. However, you never know with that guy. You never know what Elon's up to. So, you got Polkadot, $6.22, and SHIB coming in. 4 zeros out there. 0.0001. If you're into meme coins, grab some of that. Now, let's take a look. And it's like markets might be alright right now. Oil's coming down. There's a lot of news out about OPEC tightening up. They're loosening up on Europe and giving them. They're tightening up on the U.S., so buckle up for some high gas prices incoming. You know, we'll see where that goes. Now, fear and greed, pop in real quick, take a look. 20, from 24 yesterday down to 20, folks. We're in extreme fear. This is the buying opportunity. When we're in extreme fear and everyone's running out, of the exits, the building's on fire, run in and save the goods. Buy the dip. This is where you build your fortune right here. When the bull run is on, you'll wish you had been accumulating in this zone. Dollar cost averaging every week, whatever it is, if you could afford $50, $100, whatever it is, just every week, dollar cost average into your bags. You know, whatever you believe in, whatever you like. That's my strategy. That's what I'm doing now. Google. This is big news. Google jumps in with Coinbase to accept crypto payments for cloud services. So Google sees what's going on. They see this transition happening. You know, the new financial system and the structure of it, the groundwork has been laid. And Google wants to get in, so they partnered with Coinbase, which, I don't know, I think they could have probably found a better partner. However, it's big news that Google's jumping in, you know. They're on the council for HBAR and ISO tokens, so they're very in the know on crypto and what's going on. And I think they just want to have a payment mechanism, and I think they'll use Coinbase for that. They'll let Coinbase handle a lot of their transactions. So, now, what we got next? Jeremy Hogan, Ripple Council. He came out and said, I'm happy to announce I'm 100% absolutely wrong as to what Judge Torres should do as she grants both requests to file amicus briefs. So I think those two were, wasn't it something Jets, Flint Jets, and iRemit. Those were the two that filed amicus briefs. The SEC objected to them. However, the judge has granted them. So that's just more ammo in this case, man. More ammo in this case. Just showing you that Ripple's got the SEC on the ropes, and the judge is, you know, leaning in favor of Ripple. So that's what's happening there. Looks like both amicus briefs were granted by Judge Torres. So that's good news for the case. And this thing's rolling forward. I mean, I've heard John Deaton say this thing could go out till May of 23. So, yeah, it's been a long road. However, I look at it as just more opportunity to accumulate. And hopefully at low prices. You know, I've been buying the whole way down. Just accumulating, dollar cost averaging in, and bringing my average cost down with each buy. Because as the price drops and I buy more, my average cost comes down. So I started buying up around 86, hoping it would go back to 3 and 5. I see the utility, I believe in it. So then when it hit 50 cents, I bought. When I hit 30 cents at 33, the sweet spot, I was buying 3 for $1 constantly. That's the majority of my bag was built. 33, I think I got some below 30 cents when it dipped there just once. And I'm still accumulating. I bought the other day at 48 or 49. Watched it go up to 55. I didn't sell. That's my moon bag. I don't play with my XRP bag. I don't trade it. I just simply dollar cost average every chance I get and accumulate. Okay. Now, this guy, CEO at Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse. Brad and team over there kicking some butt. They're doing lots of things with central banks. They're launching CBDCs for countries around the world. They got over 300 banks and institutions on board. Folks, this is the future pipework, the framework of the future financial system right here in front of you. Now, this is going to change the way money moves. And this guy is still following 589 people. It's been a few days now since he hit 589, and he, I don't think, is going to follow any more people, because it's kind of like this prediction, XRP to hit 589 by end of the year. Now, Bart doesn't tell you what year, and he didn't tell you what year Trump was going to be president on the escalator either. But this could be the end of 23, early 23, March, April, May. We see settlement. Finally, this thing goes to a judge. Judge rules in favor. It's a currency. It may have been a security at the ICO. However, now it's being used. There's functionality. iJets, iRemit, Flint Jets, iRemit. They're using it as part of their business model. So there's functionality. There's a utility for the cross-border payments. They have a strong case here. And I think in the future, the Ripple test will be the new standard. The Howey test is out. The Ripple test is in. I mean, this is a new era. A new world order is coming, folks. Strap in, buckle up, position accordingly. All right. So, ISO tokens are going to be the framework for this new financial system. All the banks are required to be ISO compliant by November of this year. Now, there's rumors it's going to get pushed out. It's been pushed out many times. But this is happening, folks. This is happening. And this is not financial advice. However, if you are dollar cost averaging, I highly recommend you look into the ISO tokens. Here they are, listed not in any certain order. Full disclosure, I hold most of them. Ripple, of course, it's my biggest bag. It's my moon bag. I always dollar cost average, and the most goes into my XRP bag every time. I do hold lumens. This guy, Jed McCaleb, is the guy that founded Stellar Lumens. He also founded OpenCoin, which was later rebranded as Ripple. There's rumors that this guy, Jed McCaleb, was tapped by the Fed to create something for cross-border payments that was instantaneous and cheap and reliable and secure. And he created OpenCoin. He also created Stellar Lumens, and he has stepped down from both. Ironically, he got out of Ripple and had a bunch of the escrow because he was a founder before the lawsuit against Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. Then he started Stellar Lumens. Who knows if we'll see a Lumens hot dog stand wallet? Because he was selling Ripple and XRP. He was selling XRP tokens forever out of his hot dog stand wallet, and now he's all out. So is there a Stellar Lumens hot dog stand wallet that Jed's got? Probably. However, I do believe when they flip the switch and those trillions of dollars of liquidity come flowing into this space, once we have regulatory clarity, Ripple will eat the lion's share. The Lumens will definitely get some. XFIN, XDC, full disclosure, I do hold this one as well. You can buy it on BitYard if you don't know where to get it. This one is on Coinbase. If you're trading on Coinbase or Binance, it's available on both. XRP only available on BitYard. Now, IOTA. I don't have IOTA. It is supposedly compliant. I don't know much about this token. Maybe I'll do a deep dive on some IOTA and look into it, do some research. Algorand, I'm a fan of. I don't hold it. HBAR, big council, a lot of names. Google's on the council. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation on that council. There's a lot of big, heavy hitters on the HBAR Foundation. I believe HBAR is being used with Boeing for inventory control. So there's utility there. And I think this will be adopted possibly by like maybe Elon and Tesla, car manufacturers for inventory control. Boeing seems to like it, and I think there's real utility there. And it's also ISO rumored to be ISO compliant. It's on this list. Quant, of course. Quant, low supply coin. People in my Zoom in the day, we were talking about $50 quant, and we all snatched some up. I know I did. I know I got a $50. It's like 3 times that now, so that was another easy 3x. Quant, I think, has real chance of being a big player in the space. You know, I think it's going to be something like this. Ripple and XRP are going to have the lion's share. Then they'll have like 80%. The other 20% will probably be split up amongst the rest of these. And I think HBAR may even bite some more into that. Coming in last on the list, rumored, is Charles Cardano. My first experience in crypto, the ADA token. Anyway, what's next? That's right. Biden and his chip ban on Xi and China. America's once unthinkable chip export restrictions will hobble China's semiconductor ambitions. So they're going to be producing tons of chips, and who's going to buy them? I'm not sure. One thing I do know is that chip ban that they signed into legislation has triggered a few things. You can read about this and find out and do your own research. I encourage you to do your own homework on this. You can purchase Intel shares on FTX. That's where I buy them. You can park them there or you can move them off there, but they are available. And the reason I'm bringing up Intel is because this chip ban that Biden signed into law, banning all Chinese imports on chips, well, where are the chips going to come from? If the car companies or TV manufacturers or anyone needs chips, where are they going to get them? Tell you where they're going to get them. They're right here. Securing our nation's future. Intel's investment in the Columbus, Ohio region is the largest manufacturing investment in Ohio history. So they're the biggest player to come in and break ground and say, yeah, we're going to spend some cake here. We're going to build a big building and we're going to manufacture semiconductors. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Anyway, check this out. This is the facility they're planning on building. It's the largest U.S.-based chip manufacturing in the country. $20 billion investment, 3,000 jobs, 7,000 construction jobs. So they're bringing a lot to the table, Intel. Now, when they build these things, they're going to be pumping chips out. And this share price, I think, is going to boom in the next 5 to 10 years because it's looking like a bargain at $25 right now. And that's not financial advice. Just take a look, do your own research, and look at this. If you want to go, check this out for yourself. Shout out to Quiver Quant. This guy looks at everyone's trades. All these senators, politicians, they have to disclose their trades 48 hours. So you just pop in and you check out Intel and you see who's buying. And you got Tommy Tuberville, purchase, 8.5, 8.11, purchase. And then you got all these people, purchase, 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 purchase. Look at all these politicians buying. They're just eating this thing up. They know something. They know they signed this legislation. Tommy Tuberville is just coming in hard. Anyway, this is Quiver Quant. If you want to go check it out, you search by ticker, put in Intel, INTC, or whatever you want to look up, and they'll tell you what politicians are buying and what they're selling. It's all right here. Now, IMF is warning about inflation, and they're putting pressure on that Fed. Will he pivot? Won't he pivot? Nobody knows. I think he's not pivoting. I think he's going to come out and make this thing even worse than it is. He's stressing markets. He's destroying currencies around the world. But I think he wants to come out a hero at the end and write a book and retire and say, hey, yeah, look, I handled the economy great. I got inflation under control. But he may go down as being the guy who put us into, not garden variety, but deep recession, possible borderline depression. I hope we don't go there. I hope, inflation comes down, the numbers come in, they look good, and he at least slows his rate hike. If he keeps going this aggressive, I don't know. This could get real ugly, folks. Speaking of ugly, let's look at crypto. Mass adoption. It's going to get ugly if you're not involved. If you don't have a bag of this and that, some ISO tokens, some Bitcoin, some ETH, some Polkadot, some of these ecosystems that are growing now in the bear market that have tons of developers. If you don't hold bags of this now in the bear and you're not building your bags now in the bear, this is the time to be building your bags, dollar cost averaging it. When the bull run comes, it'll be ugly. So pack your bags, position accordingly. Now, let's take a look. Crypto mass adoption. A matter of when, not if. This is happening, folks. It's not like maybe, it could, it might. This is happening. Let's take a look at the adoption chart. This adoption chart shows you, it's right here in front of you. We are right about here in 2022. We're a little bit out off this line. And when this curve comes on real strong, if you're accumulating in this area in 22, by 2030, when the curve hits and everybody else figures it out, you're early. Your bags will explode at this point. Not financial advice, just saying. Check it out. Look into it for yourself. Now, let's look at the XRP rich list. Let's take a look at this thing. Are you on it? Do you got a bag? The rich list, for those of you who don't know, if you're on this list and you have a bag, then you are the new elite. You are the new 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 percenters. If you have 9,000 XRP, you are in the top 5%. You're on the rich list, folks. So, not financial advice. This one is pretty attainable, especially right now at 2 for $1. If you're dollar cost averaging, I feel like this market could get worse. We may see, 10, 12, 14K Bitcoin. If that happens, we will get 15-cent XRP, and I will back the truck up and load up at that point. I will borrow a truck, back that one up too at 15 cents if we get there. So mass adoption is coming, folks. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's coming, and there's nothing that can stop it. Rosie Rios told you, the train has left the station. The woman who signed your money, treasurer of the U.S. Treasury Department, head, signs every bill. Check it out. Pull one out and look at it. Rosie Rios, Ripple board member. She has said it. The train has left the station. All right. What else we got? Okay, now, this is interesting. Let's check this out. Solana. This chain goes down constantly. And now, there's even more bad news for Solana. If you're a Solana bag holder, which I am not, I wanted a bag of Solana once upon a time, but not anymore. I just heard too much stuff about, exit liquidity, and now there's this. Mango markets on Solana just drained for over 100 million. Someone was able to figure out an exploit on the Mango exchange, and what they did is, attacker was able to manipulate their Mango collateral. They temporarily spiked up their collateral value and then took out a massive loan from the treasury and then cashed out and bounced that 100 million. So, still kind of the Wild West. There's still a lot of bad actors in the space. However, if you safeguard your crypto, buy it, and then put it on a hot wallet or in cold storage and self-custody it, and don't stake and don't use shifty exchanges and stuff like Mango. I've never even heard of that, but I'm not a Solana fan and I don't trade Solana or stake it or anything like that. So, there's that. I guess that's kind of a big deal. $100 million, a lot of money. However, if you put it in comparison to CZ and the Binance Smart Chain being hacked last week for 600 million. That's crazy stuff there. That's $700 million in a week just vanished. Well, now, if you want a long and short Bitcoin, you think the market's going up and you want to get in on it, and you want to make some money going long or short, you want to learn how to do this, you just hit me up and I can show you how I do it, how I draw a long position, and look for repetitive market structure, wait for that long position, wait for the low-hanging fruit to come in. When you see it, you recognize it. It's like the back of your hand. You've seen it so many times because if you look at the charts all day, it becomes second nature. When you see it, you draw your long position, you jump into BitYard, enter your trade, and go long. That was a great long this morning. So if you want to know how to do that, you can just hit me up, email me at alchemycryptocypher@gmail, and drop a message saying, hey, I want to trade. I can jump on Zoom. I can show you how to trade and make some quick cash. You can go long. Bitcoin's going up. You can go short. Right now, if you look at Bitcoin on the hour, it's time to go short. This thing's coming down. So if you want to long and short crypto, just let me know. And I'll show you how it's done. Show you how I do it. Show you what I do. Now, let's just look through some charts. Take a look at XRP. On the hour, it's looking up. Let's see what it's doing on the 1 minute. Alright, we're just kind of chopping sideways at the 48-cent mark. This thing, folks, has the potential to explode. If you look at it on the daily, you can see where we're at. We're in an accumulation phase. This thing has just been chopping sideways here for a while now. And when this case settles, and there's regulatory clarity, you're going to see green candles and volume. I mean, there's volume spiking in here. There's people, a lot of trading going on XRP right now. Let's take a look at the overall market cap. Okay. Let's look at some ISO tokens. Here's XFIN. XTC at 3 cents, looking like a bargain. You can pick up a fat bag dirt cheap right now. And by 2030, forget it. That is not financial advice. However, if you understand what's really happening here, and you pick up bags of these and just put them away in cold storage and forget about them, you'll all be around in 10 years. It's like buying a lottery ticket. I mean, if you spend $100 on XDC at 3 cents, you get a fat bag. Spend $500, you get a really nice bag. Anyway, you're in finance. The Illuminati token. 666 billion tokens. I don't know what that's about. I like Quant though. Quant is just on a tear. This thing is ripping. This thing is ripping. I mean, it had an all-time high around 4. It looks like 420 something. So, in comparison to where it's at now, looks like a good deal. However, picking it up at $50 a few months ago was the deal. If you grab some, congrats. If you're still holding it, kudos. Chainlink's got that Swift partnership. I like Chainlink. Like I said, I accumulated a bag long before Swift announced their partnership with Chainlink. Now, Swift moves $5 trillion a day in transactions. Swift, the old legacy system that we're still on today. The 3 to 5 day wait transfer time on stuff. So, Swift partners with Chainlink. They're getting into blockchain because they know this is the future. They know what's going on. And if they decide to take a piece of that 5 trillion and start trying to move it through Chainlink and through blockchain, you will see this price explode. The market cap will jump, the price will jump. So, full disclosure, I do hold a fat bag of Chainlink, and that's something I DCA into. It's my moon bag. If you don't know what Chainlink is, you should look into it. Maybe I'll do a deep dive at some point on it, but basically it provides feeds. All these feeds here, all these numbers, a lot of exchanges and stuff pull data to provide this data to their customers. Where does it come from? Chainlink. And Swift's partnering with them, so now Swift has access to all the data. They've got the feed. I mean, the feed's available to anyone, but they've got the inside scoop since they're partnered up. Brooklyn Project fell below that 1300 mark. Just too much development on Ethereum. It's too slow. The fees are high, but once the bull run comes and people start minting NFTs and gas fees go up, that's going to cause this thing to go severely deflationary. Now that it's proof of stake and it's migrated and we had the merge, it's all done. This thing, it will go deflationary at some point. If you understand what that means, folks, Ethereum is a no-brainer. It's got the top number of developers. The ecosystem is flourishing, even in the bear. So when the bull comes, Ethereum will get used gas fees will go up. It will cause this thing to go deflationary, and price will explode. H bar, here we go. This is looking like a serious bargain to me. An ISO token at 6 cents. Bill and Melinda Gates, Google, on the council. Go look at H bar's site. Look at them. They're working with Boeing, doing inventory control, and they want a piece of that cross-border payments market. They know Ripple is going to get most of it, and XRP is going to move most of it. They want a piece. They're like, we'll get compliant. So they're compliant over there at H bar. IOTA, I don't have on my list. Here's Algo. I don't hold any Algo, but I would like some. 31 cents. All right. Now, all right, folks. I think that's about it for today. I want to shout out all the working men who are getting up and headed into work. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope everything goes good. And I'm going to leave you guys with this. This is some news. Thoughts and prayers to everyone in Ukraine. However, this is quite frightening. New images reveal Russian missing submarine Belgorod in Arctic. Now, the whereabouts of the new Russian submarine, the Belgorod, has captured headlines around the world with a degree of hysteria. There have been reports that it has been deployed with its nuclear apocalypse and doomsday weapons. Biden talking about Armageddon. This missing sub with apocalypse and doomsday weapons. Even that has disappeared. Submarines do that. So there's this missing Russian sub. It's out there. It's loaded. Putin's just trolling us right now. He's just out there trolling us. So we'll pray for peace in the meantime. However, this is the heat map. So when the shit goes down, you better be ready. Hopefully, we don't see anything like it. These politicians need to check themselves, man. They really do. What we need is peace. We don't need this nonsense. Until next time, Alchemist. Thanks for coming. See you out there. New York, New Jersey, Tri-State Alchemists, offshore Alchemists all around the world, West Coast Alchemists. Until next time.